Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
In a quasi-press conference today on his way to Virginia for an FBI graduation speech, President Trump did not rule out a pardon for Michael Flynn if he sees he is being treated unfairly. On December 1, 2017, Michael Flynn pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI about phone calls he had with Russian officials while on Trump's transition team in December of 2016. Which is not a crime because the calls actually took place when Donald Trump was already president-elect and not a candidate for the office. President Trump later wasted no time in rightly declaring the Russia probe a Democrat hoax and an excuse to mask the fact that no one wanted crooked Hillary Clinton as their president. He made it very clear that there was absolutely no collusion whatsoever between his administration and Russia officials. PolitiFact reports. Donald Trump says Michael Flynn got security clearance from Obama administration. President Donald Trump says that when Michael Flynn joined his campaign, President Barack Obama's administration had already given him a once-over. In an April 30 interview on CBS, Trump framed this detail as an inconvenient fact that the media is ignoring in order to prop up their phony storyline about Trump associates' ties to Russia. In fact, I just heard where General Flynn got his clearance from the Obama administration, he said. And when he went to Russia, I didn't realize this. When he went to Russia, it was 2015, and he was on the Obama clearance. Flynn, a former head of the Defense Intelligence Agency under Obama, was ousted from his Trump administration role as National Security Advisor after it came to light that Flynn had lied about the nature of his conversations with the Russian ambassador. Now he's the focus of a tangential controversy, complete with an investigation by the Pentagon's watchdog, over payments he received from foreign governments, including Russia. We were interested in Trump's statement that the Obama administration approved Flynn for security clearance, especially given that he was forced out of his Obama-era role in 2014. We found that Trump has it right. But that doesn't affect the main allegation against Flynn, that he didn't properly disclose payments he received from Russia, as required by law and Pentagon policy. Nor does it excuse any oversights the Trump team made while considering Flynn for a White House role. Flynn's foreign affairs. Flynn, a retired lieutenant general, spent his career as an intelligence officer in the Army, serving in both Iraq and Afghanistan and as Director of Intelligence for U.S. Central Command, among other posts. Obama promoted him to Director of the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, in April 2012. Flynn retired from the agency in August 2014. News reports at the time said Flynn was forced out because he ruffled feathers with his management style. Since his departure, he has said he was fired for calling our enemies radical jihadists. In 2015, Flynn received more than $56,000 from 3 Russian entities, $33,750 from state-backed media outlet RT, $11,250 from an air cargo company, and $11,250 from a cybersecurity firm, according to documents released by Representative Elijah Cummings, DMD, the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee. In 2016, during the election, Flynn's consulting firm earned more than $500,000 to work on projects that benefited the Turkish government. This became public knowledge in March 2017, when the firm filed papers to the Justice Department to retroactively register as a foreign agent. Several months after Flynn left the DIA in 2014, he received a letter from the agency providing guidance on what he can and can't do as an Army retiree. The letter, which Flynn himself requested, says foreign compensation requires advance approval, per the Constitution's Emoluments Clause. Despite the letter, Flynn did not disclose to the government the payments he received from the Russian entities, according to Cummings and his Republican counterpart on the Oversight Committee, Representative Jason Chaffetz of Utah. An April 7 letter from the DA to Cummings and Chaffetz said the agency did not locate any records referring or relating to LTG Flynn's receipt of money from a foreign source nor any records of LTG Flynn seeking permission or approval for the receipt of money from a foreign source. Flynns Lawyer responded, saying Flynn briefed the Defense Department on his RT speaking event. But the lawyer did not specifically say whether Flynn disclosed the payments. Here's how Trump's claim about Flynn's security clearances fits in. Retired military officials can keep their security clearances, with periodic background checks. Flynn's last 2 background checks to retain his security clearance took place during the Obama administration, in June 2010 and January 2016, according to the April 7 DA letter. Cummings and Chaffetz said Flynn didn't report his 2015 earnings from Russian entities on his 2016 application. The DA provided Cummings and Chaffetz with portions of Flynn's completed form, but the pages haven't been made public. The security clearance application asks extensively about applicants' foreign contacts, activities, business and travel. The penalty for knowingly falsifying or concealing information on the form is a fine or up to 5 years in prison. The evaluating agency may also deny the person a security clearance. Even if an applicant is candid about their foreign dealings, the evaluating agency could deny security clearance if it seems like those activities could compromise the applicant's judgment or loyalty to the United States, said Andrew Kent, a national security expert and law professor at Fordham University. White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer has used the fact that Flynn got through security clearance under the Obama administration to deflect blame for not properly vetting Flynn before Trump named him National Security Advisor. Democrats, like Cummings and Obama-era National Security Advisor Susan Rice, have said Spicer's critique is unfair. They said Flynn's security clearance reevaluation was a routine process that took place several rungs below the White House, and besides, Trump is obligated to vet his advisors himself. Kent said that if those evaluating Flynn's 2016 application had some knowledge of his Russian activities, they might deserve some blame for not pressing Flynn for more details. Because Flynn's relationship with RT was public knowledge months before Trump was putting his White House team together, the transition team was in a different position than the security clearance investigators. Our ruling. Trump said, General Flynn got his clearance from the Obama administration. The last 2 times Flynn applied for a security clearance, in 2010 and 2016, Obama was president. Lawmakers allege Flynn omitted important information about payments received from Russia on his 2016 application to renew his clearance. But that doesn't change the fact that Trump's statement is literally accurate. We rate Trump's claim true. President Trump, because he isn't a typical spineless Republican hack, also took the opportunity to repeat his allegations that the FBI's handling of Flynn's case was unfair and called its behavior disgraceful with regard to its review of then-presidential candidate Hillary Clinton's emails in the fall of 2016 and the fact that it was later found out that her campaign was the one who had paid for the fake Russian dossier. He went on to make it extremely clear that he would fight to reform the FBI and make it the organization it's supposed to be, where justice is applied fairly, no matter what side of the political aisle you reside in. Especially after former President Barack Hussein Obama weaponized it, along with the IRS and the DOJ. Since the Obama administration, the FBI has taken it upon themselves to operate above the law. They raided Flynn's home in the early morning hours and terrorized his family without reason, while crooked Hillary Clinton gets away with murder. Just like the Latin American dictatorships we have read about in history books. Please share if you agree the FBI needs to be disbanded.